Trinity B1 ISE-1 4 Skills Test, SELT Secure English Language Tests, B1 English Test ISE-1 Skilled Worker, Health and Care Worker, Scale-Up Worker, Student Visas.
Ugo, can you hear me, please? Let me know if you
Yes,
can hear me.
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Ugo, this question is on the screen. Would you like to read it aloud?
The
Please.
question,
Yeah.
write an article 100 to 130 words for for a website for students about different ways to study. You should one, give an example of ways you prefer to study, and example why this way work for you.
All right. Okay. So these days, the topic that is coming in the exam is write an article for the website for students different ways to study. Okay, you don't care if it is an article or what. Your task is to understand this topic. No, Mohammed, you too read the topic once. Read the question, please.
Give example of ways you prefer to study.
Write an article 100 to 130 words for a website for students about different ways to study. You should give examples of ways you prefer to study and explain why these ways work for you. You should plan your article before you start writing. Think about what you are going to write and make some notes to help you in this box.
Ugo, read the question again fully.
The question?
Yes.
Okay. Write an article 100 to 130 words for a website for students about different ways to study. You should give example of ways you prefer to study and explain why these ways work for you. You should plan your article before you start writing. Think about what you are going to write and make some notes to help you in this box.
Okay, now let me tell you, no matter what the question is, you must learn how to start it. Let me guide you a little bit. Although this is about an article, it could be a review as well, it could be an essay as well, it could be a letter as well. Your concern is different ways to study. So if you want to start, you would first plan out. On this side, I will be writing examples of different ways I prefer to study. Examples of different ways I prefer to study. And on this side, I'm going to make notes for why these ways work for me. Why these ways work for me. So Ugo, if I will ask you, could you give me an example of different ways you prefer to study? Give me one example.
Please, I can hear you clearly, sir.
I'm saying that if I would ask you about different ways you prefer to study, could you tell me about those different ways?
To study?
Yeah. Number one is online. Okay.
Online.
This is one of the ways. Another way that you use for studying? Taking notes.
Taking notes.
And?
One-on-one learning.
Okay, all right. Lessons with teacher.
Yeah.
More. Watching videos.
Yeah, watching videos, yeah.
More. Think more. You too, Muhammad, think. Another way that you use for studying. Ugo, think.
Reading. Yeah.
Group study.
Yeah, group study.
More.
Self-study.
More. Like for you guys, it's study in the morning, right? This method works for you. You can't study at night. right? For some people, studying in the morning is a good method. It's a good way to study. Would you like to put that in? Study in the morning.
Study in the morning.
Study in the morning. I think this is enough. If you want to put more, you can think more. Study in the morning. Okay, different ways you like to study. You like to study online, taking notes, lessons with teacher, watching videos, group study, self-study, and study in the morning. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, we need to find out why these ways work for you. Why these ways work for you. So you need to connect and justify that why reading online works for you, why taking notes works for you, why lessons with teacher or how it works for you, watching videos and group study. I can give you one example in here. For example, you can say that studying online works for me. Studying online. If you think it is hard to say studying online works for me, then you can just say studying online is a good way to study. Studying online is a good way to study as it's comfortable and convenient. As it's convenient. I don't know, if you don't like the word convenient, go for the word easy. And accessible. Accessible means you can easily reach it anytime, right? If you don't like the word accessible, it's easy and available all time. Available all the time and available all the time. I'm just trying to give you the basic English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you can say taking notes works for me. Taking notes is a good way to study, to remember information for a long time, right? Studying, taking notes is a good way to study. It's a good way to study. It's a good way to study. Ugo, it's a good way to study.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Yes, it's a good way to study because study to remember information for a long time. To remember information for a long time. Okay. If I would say why study in a group is a good way to study because it's fun and you can take help from your friends. Do you understand or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, and self-study is a good way to study because I can concentrate. Concentrate. Study in the morning is a good way because my mind is fresh and I can learn quickly.
Yeah.
Watching videos is a good way to learn for me because I can download the videos and watch at any time.
Yeah.
Lessons with teacher is a good way for study because I can ask any questions for my teacher. Easy or not?
Easy, yeah.
Try to write it down, please. You guys have 10 minutes to create it. You just need to write 130 words, but before you start, I want to tell you how to start it. I'm just going to put it up in here on sticky notes. Look, guys, you need to start it like this, that firstly, what would you say? Firstly, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What would you say? Firstly, what would you write after that? Firstly, I want to give examples of ways I prefer to study. I prefer to study, semicolon. Semicolon. After that, you can write online, comma, taking notes, comma, lessons with teacher, comma, watching videos, comma, group study, comma, self-study, comma, and study in the morning, full stop. All right?
Yeah.
Then you will start the second one. Secondly, what would you say?
Secondly.
What will you write after that? Secondly? Copy this statement. Where did it go? Uh-oh. Okay, so secondly, what would you write in here? Secondly, I want to explain why these ways work for me. Secondly, I want to explain why these, what is this? Okay, secondly, I want to explain why these ways work for me. Work for me. Ugo, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Secondly, I want to explain why these ways work for me.
Could you start writing this task now? Write it on paper, please. Do not type it anywhere.
On paper?
On paper, and take a photo of it and send it over. I'm going away for 5 minutes. I'll be right back. In the meantime, you guys can submit your work.
Okay.
Could you tell me who has written this? Muhammad has written this or Ugo?
It's me.
Okay,
Muhammad.
all right. Let's have a look. Read.
Firstly, I want to give examples of ways I prefer to study online, taking notes, doing lessons with teacher, learn by watching videos, group studying, self-study, and study in the morning. Secondly, I want to explain why these ways works for me. Online is a good way to study as it's easy and available all the time. Taking notes is a good way to study, so I can highlight the important points and refer to it whenever I need it. Doing lessons with teacher is very helpful for me. I can clarify all my doubts at the same time. Study by watching video is also really helpful, as I can download the contents and watch it anytime.
Good.
Group studying is good. I can share my knowledge and build my knowledge from others.
Perfect.
So for this is article, right, man? So is there any conclusion or anything, or
Nothing.
Is it like only 2 paragraph needed, or?
That's all. 100 words are enough.
Okay.
Ugo, please submit your writing.
Yeah.
Writing photo. You write in photo? You have written?
Writing on the book?
You have sent me photo of writing, yes?
No, not yet.
Not yet? You've taken so much time. How much time will you take more to complete?
Okay, I'm sending it to you now.
You can send it over.
I think I stand to be corrected anyway.
Take the photo of this task, please. What's your name? Muhammad. You have to write about rules at your work. You don't have to write about rules at your college. Just rules at your work. Do you understand me? This is such an important topic, appeared in the exam lately. Okay. Just like this, the one that you created, just like that. Doesn't matter even if it's a letter. You don't have to start with "Hello friend, how are you?" No, you will start with, firstly, I want to describe some rules at college, at my work. Okay. Okay. So secondly, I want to explain what I think of these rules.
Okay. So for every question, is it the same starting?
It's the same. It's the same because the marks are for these 2 points. That's all.
Okay. So okay. So for email, letter,
article, review, you don't care. Your point is describing these 2 points. That's all.
Okay.
Easy or not?
Yeah. It's easy this way.
Thank you.
Science is difficult for me to write anyway, so we can go ahead.
Read.
I want to give example of ways I prefer to study. This. Let me. I want to give examples of ways I prefer to study. Studying lesson with teacher gives me easy access to ask questions and also makes me to understand every topic. Secondly, second was studying group study makes me to have fun and interact with my fellow students. Actually, I have not completed that for understanding and asking questions. So
Further.
taking notes makes me to have more time to read my notes every morning or during break time at work. This works for me because of my job and also because of my job as a taxi driver, and I always on the road, so it makes it easier for me.
Okay, this is good. This is not bad, but I would want you to separate these 2 points. But Ugo, this is not 100 words. This is less.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I think you can do this. Next question is this one. Take a photo of this. This is for homework.
Which of them?
This one on the screen. This is for homework.
Okay, I should take the photo.
Okay, Ugo, have you been trying reading from the website by yourself or not?
Yeah, I've been trying.
What's your score from the long text reading?
I mean, from the one today, or before the ones I've been doing my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, my score was not others impressive. That's why
No, do you get 15, 20, 22? What's your score when you solve reading?
I get 20, sometimes 15 and above.
Full marks?
Huh?
Do you get full score?
4, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send you one paper, Ugo. All
Yeah.
right? Reading
Okay.
exam.
In my WhatsApp?
On your WhatsApp. You take it and then you call me, okay?
Okay.
It's not going to be from this section that is available here, but that would be from a book. Probably you also have the book with you, Muhammad.
Yeah.
But I don't think so, Ugo, you have that book with you. You don't have it, right?
No, I don't have it.
Let me send you that.
Okay.
Muhammad, how many tests have you practiced from that book?
I have practiced until essay. Like
how many tests? There are about 6 tests in that book, or probably 5. I don't know.
Yeah, for the practical exam, the formats for essay.
Same.
Okay.
Okay, Ugo, I'm going to send you this test on your WhatsApp, okay?
Okay, I'm waiting.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to end this meeting now. Thank you.
Okay.